Good morning and welcome to a brand new episode of Global Sources Live Sourcing Talk. My name is Tom and I will be your host today as we delve into consumer electronics from Taiwan. We've got a couple of great guests today to introduce their companies and latest products as a way of demonstrating the capabilities and possibilities of sourcing electronics from their companies, but also, of course, others in the Taiwan electronics manufacturing sector. And I should mention that this episode, and indeed the next 4 episodes of Sourcing Talk, are brought to you in conjunction with the Taiwan Electrical and Electronic Manufacturers Association, TEEMA, as we like to call it to make it easier to say. I'll bring on those guests in just a second, but of course this is social media, so I do need to remind you to please like this video if you like it, so that more people can have it pop up in their feeds, and also do subscribe to our channel on whatever platform you're watching this on so that you get updates about our upcoming content as well. Having said all that, let's say hello to our first guest this morning. See if we can get them on screen. Hi, Chloe, good morning.
Morning, hi.
Hi, how's it going there? Where are you calling us from this morning?
I'm from Tainan, from Tainan, south of Taiwan. It's quite a manufactured city in Taiwan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've heard of Tainan many times, but never been there myself. But it's great to have you representing the south of Taiwan for us today. Actually, as a sort of curiosity question, if I was to visit Tainan, what's the big kind of tourist attraction that I should go visit?
I think the main attraction in Tainan is food. It's not the sightseeing really, because recently, if everyone know there's the CEO of NVIDIA, he went to Tainan and he's from Tainan, and everyone just say, oh, he know how to eat, where to go to eat, because Tainan people know where to eat and what kind of food is good. And if you have chance to come to Tainan, you might have a lot of food, like when you wake up and eat until you went to sleep.
That sounds fantastic. I'll have to give it a shot. All right, so we'll come back to you pretty soon and start talking about your company and products and things. But before we do that, let's quickly also say hello to Igor, who I think we have on the line as well. Good morning, Igor.
Morning, Tom.
Hi. How are you doing? And where are you calling us from today?
We're calling from New Taipei City. It's in Sanchun area. It's nearby Taipei. And the biggest attraction here in New Taipei is visiting Regulus, of course.
Yeah, of course it is. Actually, I mean, is New Taipei, is it like really, obviously, of course, it is a separate city from Taipei, but does it feel like that when you're there? Is it really a separate community, or is it more like one big mega city up there?
Yes. Before New Taipei, it was Taipei County. It was another place, but the population grew to about 8 million people here living here in New Taipei City. We've got 23 million in Taiwan, and 11 of them living here in Taipei, New Taipei. So they decided to set up a city here for better budgets and distribution and so on. But of course, you should pass several bridges to come from Taipei, the capital, to the New Taipei.
All right, so it is kind of separated in a fairly significant way. That's okay, very interesting. Well, we will come back and talk to you, Igor, about Regulus and your products in a short while. I'm not sure how long. It depends how much Chloe is going to talk. But thank you, and we'll come back and talk to you in a bit. But bye for now, Igor. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Now, Chloe, I think we have a sort of promo video that we're going to run to introduce Chang Yue Industrial Corp for us. So I think if we get producer Joe to play that, and then we'll chat to you about that. Well, there we go. So I think safe to say that Chang Yue Industrial is a specialist in, I mean, food and beverage related technology. And you have so both branded and kind of ODM OEM products. Is that right?
Yeah. We are like specialized of the small kitchen appliance, and it's a two product line like OEM, or our brand product is hot top coffee roaster, like the video show.
Yeah. And can you tell me a bit about the don't worry about me. Tell our viewers about maybe the background of the company, like how long has the company been going, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Chang Yue found in 1984, and our the first product we do is fan and the small item, but there's I think it's 1 year, and we start like doing the food dehydrator, and since then the 30 years it's become our main product for about the food dehydrator and the coffee roaster. We on 20,000 we decided to have our own brand, so we developed a coffee roaster. That's why we have a hot tub coffee roaster, and this product is only do our brand without accept any OEM service. Yes.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's great. I mean, and can I ask you a little bit about how that? I mean, I guess especially when you sort of change your product range to follow the successful products. How is that looking in this year, 2024? Are there particular kinds of products that are starting to be more popular with different markets or maybe in specific places around the world?
Because we are specialized food dehydrator, so we still keep believe that the food dehydrator is still popular on the market, especially when the COVID-19 pandemic. Everyone just cook in at home and make their homemade food. The dehydrator can like do a lot of food. Like you can do the dry food and last longer, and also if people are aware of food wastage, that the willing to keep longer, willing to get the food dry to keep it longer time. And also, I will still believe the need of the homemade food is always growth, because especially now everyone like have the notice the when they went to the shop buy the food, they always check whatever inside the ingredient. So they people young generation, they start like believe like healthy food is better for their body, and so believe the food industry market still grow.
Okay, well that's good to hear. Well, especially I guess good to hear for you, but also for people who are looking into sourcing this kind of product, that like the demand is continuing to grow. What markets do you sell to internationally? Like, are you selling to, for example, Asia, Western Europe, and so
on? The main market is in Europe, especially German and Czech Republic, and we also the other sell to USA. Yeah, this is our two main market for the dehydrator, and coffee roaster is like all around the world. Especially coffee drinker is getting bigger.
Yeah, I guess everywhere, right? Okay, that's interesting. A bit of divergence. Now, I believe you've got one or two of your latest products to kind of demo or show to us and talk about a little bit. Can we take a look at
that? This is our basic size. The basic 33 centimeter size for the home. We also have a small one which will easy to show everyone. Basically, it come out with the 5 tray, and each tray you can just take it off. You don't need to use it for 5 tray, or you can use for 3, whatever you want, and just put the food on the top. So each one you can just put on the top, and the drying time is depend on the food you choose. Like banana, it might take like 4 to 5 hours, but it also depends on the thickness of your cutting. How do you cutting? But like orange, they have more water inside. It will dry a short time, like 1 or 2 hours. It can be like dry orange. A lot of people do that, like to keep the dry orange, and then when you have a drink, you just put the dry orange inside as well. And also we have a different one with this year. It's it's a square one, and then the tray you can just put a bigger capacity, and then it's not like in the square one you need to change from button, because button will always like dry longer time because the air is up. But this one is like even, they can dry even, and then you can also dry the jerky, like beef jerky, if you want to make the homemade food for your pet, like dog or chicken for cat. And also some people will dry the herb flour, and then I make it as a powder to keep it longer time. And there's and also you can dry the mushroom pasta, or the different thing is the marine. I'm not sure everyone knew that it's a dessert. The sweet marine is it made by egg white. And if you normally people just put in the oven, but this one you can keep like, because our machine you can open like 48 hours, and you just leave it there, and then it will automatically shut down. And the marine you can just put like 12 hours. When you wake up, it's just ready to eat for the sweet. And the other product is our hot tub coffee roaster. It's this one.
Mm-hmm.
This is quite heavy, it's a 9 kilo. So I just put it here.
You don't need to move that one.
This is our homemade brand product, and it's also for home use. It's it's 25 gram. We can roast 25 gram coffee roaster, and just put the coffee bean from here, and then we start roasting. We also have an auto mode or manual function you can choose. And when 20 minutes, around 20 minutes roasting, it will come down straight away directly from here. And then cooling, we have a cooling system as well. So one roasting program just in one machine. This is our the other homemade brand hot tub product.
That's great. Now, these are all designed for home use, is that right? Or are some of the larger units maybe suitable for a commercial thing like a cafe or?
Basically, it's all home use, but some of our customer they use this one in the shop as a sample bean roasting, and also I heard like some customer they are like housewife, they want to roast their own coffee and then start like selling to their friend. They also will use this one.
I see. Oh yeah, so like for small quantities, yeah, because you don't want to be using giant sacks of coffee beans if you're just making a sample, I guess, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well that is fantastic. Thank you very much, Chloe, and we'll come back and chat briefly at the end of this. But bye bye for now. Thank you so much for introducing those products to us. All right, so there we go. We will. Well, I'll say this again at the end, but if you're interested in contacting Chloe or her company or looking at more products from them, go to globalsources.com and search for Chang Yue Industrial, and you will find them very quickly on the website. But now let's move on and look at some quite different products, I expect, when we talk to Igor from Regulus. Let's get him on the screen. Hi, Igor. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, I think, well, I was about to ask you to maybe introduce your company to us, but again, I think we have a promo video to do that. So let's take a look at that first, and then you can maybe expand on the key details for us afterwards.
Yes, let's do so.
All right. Well, definitely have to go and go back and hit pause on a few of those screens to read everything, I think. But yeah, could you give us a brief background maybe on Regulus? And of course, we saw the product categories or the products that you produce, but maybe what are the key categories you're producing or that are in more demand right now as well?
Right. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Global Sources, giving us an opportunity to be part of this project. And we cherish this opportunity to show the company what we can do. Regulus has been here in market for more than 20 years, and we really focus on quality. The quality is the only way to go. So Regulus embodies the excellence of made in Taiwan and in electronics business. So when people say made in Taiwan, it means quality. So, and our company is focusing on OEM and ODM businesses and for electronics manufacturing businesses. So when people come to us and when we offer EMS, it's electronics manufacturing solutions, first of all. The first, we provide solutions, then we provide services. So Regulus is about doing everything for the companies who need the product which can work. I mean, when the people come, they come for turnkey engineering, design, and manufacturing together. So we're not just doing everything from the paper. We're doing from the scrap. People come with ideas, and we have the outcome is a final finished product which can work for years, and this is what make our customers happy. If the customer's happy, everyone's happy.
Excellent. And what would you say is making customers happy at the moment? Or to put it another way, maybe what are the maybe right now or again in the near future, what are the maybe in demand, maybe not just the product specifically, but maybe are there factors that are affecting your industry a lot at the moment? For example, are there new regulations coming in certain key markets, or of course raw material supply chain issues that sometimes affect these things, or indeed sometimes demand just for new materials to be used in the products? How is that kind of shaping up at the moment for your company and others in the industry?
Yes, it's really good question. Thank you. And really, electronics industry is always is like a booming industry, and it's always required high standards in advanced technologies. So, and we are constantly following the technologies, how they develop, and the customers from every single order or single new development, new design, they require more and more advanced materials, technologies to be used, some even more precise materials that they can be used in the products. Because as you know, electronics, the product, they're getting smaller and smaller in size, and of course they become more powerful. So when we're talking about technologies, we're talking not just about materials like hardware. We're talking about also the software. We're talking about the power supplies, and this is what we are focusing on. The customers who come to Regulus, they come here and we provide them one-stop solution for them, especially in Asia. When you sit somewhere in Europe or in the United States, there are some constraints about the information they can receive from there. But in Asia, the global workforce of manufacturing, the access to technologies, to the advanced technologies, is much easier for Regulus than for everyone else. So when the people come to us, they come with ideas. When we provide them advanced technologies, and we have the win-win situation.
That sounds great, and I understand you've got a bit of an example for us in the form of a case study, rather than like just instead of holding
Yes.
up components and things to the screen, we'll get a case study from you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd love to take a look at that now, if you don't mind.
All right. So we decided to focus on one of our, we can say, successful project that we've been working for a long time. So the customers came with an idea. As you can see, it was an idea in terms of 3D models with some pictures, and they wanted to make a real high-end communication product. It's wireless communication, so Regulus is really good in this. So we're not just received the idea, but we also talk to customers about the final product, which should come with hardware, which should come with PCBA mechanical parts, and also we supply the customers with battery packs. So the battery packs were the polymer battery packs, which are really should be robust, and they should be working at minus temperatures. So of course, we also supply the customer with some accessories like speakers and others, the other items. So in this project, we were involved in producing mechanical parts and PCBAs. So we can see from these, we're producing here the PCBA product, which, for example, for this item, there are more than 1,500 individual elements on one PCB board on both sides. We use BGA, micro BGA components, and the density of the components is so high, it's really high demanding assembly process. For PCBAs, we produce not just rigid boards, but flexible boards and semi-flexible boards. We also produce the chassis from aluminum and other materials which are necessary to make a final assembly of the product. So we also produce some plastic parts. The plastic parts are not just for the look, but also the functional. The parts were produced by plastic, and then they're coated for electrical conductivity. And one day the customer approached us and say, okay, we wanted this part to be made not a plastic, but to be made by aluminum die-casted. And this is what we worked on with customer and delivered them from plastic base to the aluminum die-casting. And it also involves advanced technologies to produce it. We're talking not just about forming the material, but CNC machining, different plating, coating processes, and this made it happen. As soon as we get all these materials, all these parts available here, we produce the final product, which is a handheld communication unit. So we also we also made the programming, testing, debugging, and final assembly of the product. Of course, as soon as the item has been assembled, we'll run through different rigorous tests for environment testing and functional testing, of course, and reliability testing. So as soon as the customer receives the products, it's 100% marketable. The customer is worries-free from the quality. What they should be focused on their markets. They should be focused on marketing, sales, and developing of new items. And right now, the same happy customer is working with us to develop new versions of the same protocol item. So the handheld product is becoming more smaller. They've got more technologies inside, and we're looking forward to develop more business with this customer, and hope that after watching this video, the customers who are interested in solutions which can be provided by Regulus can approach us, and we can have also this opportunity to serve the new customers.
Thank you. It's fascinating. It sounds like an incredibly involved project as well. I mean, what was the time frame on that? Like, how long from when the customer first approached you until entering production, for example?
Right. For the first development, it took us about half a year to complete, because the customer came with an idea. They said, okay, we wanted this, and it was the process of talking to customer. So as you can see, we're not just doing from the paper. Customer says what they want, and we communicate. Communication is really important. We provide them technology alternatives. We do prototyping. So it's really important for the customer to make a design improvement. You know, what you can draw in the 3D model or you can put on the picture, sometimes it doesn't work. So the prototyping it took some time. And as soon as the prototypes were tested, then we went through the pilot run of the product. It was a small batch of production. And on the production base, on the pilot run of these, we tested, we made the final tests, we made final settings, then we put everything into production. This is a really complicated item. This is not just walkie-talkie, it's system-based communication product. So it involves a huge amount of time and some technologies to be introduced. Of course, this could happen only because we are able to do that, and we have all necessary equipment, including testing equipment, to make this happen. I mean, testing is for tuning, debugging, programming. This will be produced, and it's in most of the time the testing jigs are OEM. It's custom based, so it takes time. Half a year is quite fast time. Sometimes it takes 2 years for one product. So Regulus made it in half a year, and it was a big step for the customer.
Yeah, that's good. Well, it certainly is. Yeah, it's a big commitment in terms of resources, skills, and everything for that development process. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us, Igor. Really,
yes.
Yeah, really interesting insight into how this kind of product can be put together from, well, I guess even just from an initial idea, right, when you first begin. So
it looks simple, but when you get involved in these items, there are so many details you have to understand. You have to understand technologies. You have to understand where to get these technologies from. There are so many so-called vendors on the market, but when you really start working with them, you understand that it was a wrong mistake. It was a mistake, or there's a wrong decision. So Regulus is the best way, is the correct decision for every customer.
Yeah, made from scratch. All right, that's fantastic. Let's see if we can get Chloe back on to say a quick goodbye. So yes, thank you, Igor, very much for joining us, and thank you as well, Chloe. Thank you for sticking around and watching as well. Really appreciate both your time for spending it with us. I know you're both busy people with lots of work to do.
Thank you, Tom, for having us. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, and thank you, viewers, for watching. So as I mentioned earlier, if you would like to contact Igor Regulus or Chloe at Chang Yue Industrial Corp, or perhaps more likely their colleagues who are answering the emails, but the principle is the same. Do go to globalsources.com and find their supplier pages, which is very easy. There's a search box at the top of the page. Type in the name, you'll find it, and you'll see all of their products that they're kind of showing off. But as we know, you can get in touch and find out more one-on-one. And the mandatory social media bit at the end, remember to like the video to make sure that more people see it, and remember to subscribe to our channel wherever you're watching this so that you will see any upcoming content, which includes episodes 2 and later of this TEEMA Taiwan Electronics special series that we're doing this month, next month, and I think a little bit into August as well. So thank you very much, and goodbye.
Thank you.